road safety expert, back again for another Q&A. Thank you very much for tuning in. Keep those questions coming, we love them. And as I always say, hit the button that looks like my trusty subscribe pillow to help us get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. We'd really love your support around that. So please don't be afraid, hit that button somewhere down there that looks like this, and let's get us to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Okay, so on to today's question. Today's question comes from our community around buckle covers for baby seats or child seats like what we've got here. And it's very simple. It effectively asks, there's a number of buckle covers on the market for baby seats, and also not for baby seats, but generally for baby seats, and are we allowed to use them, and what's the legality around them? So what I'm going to explain first is clarify what we're talking about and which buckle. So I'll just turn, we're here at our assessment centre with one of our training props, our seat training props. And basically, what I've got here is the buckle down here, and this is what we're talking about. Can this buckle be covered? Not the top one, but this one. In no circumstance can we ever cover that top one, but we have an option around this bottom one here. So basically what the general rule is if it is not the primary way of removing the occupant from the vehicle, then yes, you can block it. So what can happen in sort of cars where you've got multiple people in the back of the car, and you've got the baby seat in there, often what can happen is accidentally people, when they're trying to undo their own seatbelt, they might undo the baby seat. And then people don't realize they've undone the baby seat, and the baby seat can be driving around completely undone without anybody's knowledge and have a massive danger in the event of an accident. So there are buckle covers on the market specifically made to mitigate that. So, and basically how it works is very simple. And there's a bunch of different designs. So this is just one that we provide to the market, which is used more for the disability market, but it can be used for this, and there's multiple other ones as well. So basically it just goes over the buckle, and I'll bring the seatbelt across. Click it in. And then what it does is effectively just a bit of a deterrent to stop you from pushing that button by accident. I am still able to remove my child out of the front of this seat by pushing this red button here. So because this red button is my primary way of removing the child from the vehicle in the event of an accident, in the event of an emergency, that is okay, and that needs to be basically not blocked. That can be blocked because it's not going to impact on me removing the child in the event of an accident. But this one, it can't be. All right, so that's basically how that works. So can we use a buckle cover for child seats? Yes, you can, if it is not the primary way of removing the child from the child seat and from the vehicle in the event of an emergency. Basically, as a rule of thumb, pretty much all child seats you can do it with, except booster seats, because booster seats use the seatbelt and you can't basically block that seatbelt. And that's basically it. So hopefully that answers your question. Thank you very much for sending in your questions. We love those questions. Keep them coming. And as I always say, hit that subscribe button down there, and we'll see you next time.